Yo, 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 yo. What up, Boogie? We are back for another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate Adrian. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
Man, it feels good to be back. Like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. No Sleep Crew, we appreciate you for checking in. Boogie!
That's me.
I did it for you, Boogie. I did it for you. You know, I added it for you because I know you wanted it from last week. Here we go.
God did. God
Oh,
did.
God.
God did. God did.
Shout out to Kevin Hartford of the podcast for, letting us with the God did.
Oh, my God. I didn't even get the chance to really watch the whole episode because God, Drink Champs can be a little much for me. It's 3.5 hours. And granted, they do this shit on purpose because they want to get the exclusives stories, and they use these substances to really lure them in to help them get loosened up and persuade them to share more, share. But Kevin Hart ass,
God
God
did.
did, God did.
I mean, it was a dope ass episode of Drink Champs. I don't think I could ever go on Drink Champs. I'm like, can we do like a Smoke Champs or something? Because I would be done after like 2 shots. Like, I don't even be drinking like that. I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I wouldn't have no
You
stories.
have
I'd
to
be sleep.
no,
I'd be sleep.
no. You have to be smart with it. First of all, you have to eat a good meal prior. Have to
Okay.
get a good meal prior. Like that's about an hour and a half, about an hour before you go on Drink Champs.
Okay.
You get a nice you got to get the carbs in. You got to get a solid foundation before you start really
Something
heavy drinking.
greasy or just bready? What are we doing here?
I want to say bready because greasy
Okay.
is afterwards. Greasy is after
True.
for the aftermath. But I don't know if you noticed this. Them shots that they were taking were not full shots.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I'm like, y'all putting water in these. Like, what's going on? Because y'all be going back to back to back. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like, I feel you though. You got to have a solid meal. I wonder has anyone ever thrown up after or even during drink chat? Has it been like, yo, I got to run to the bathroom real quick. Y'all keep rolling, but I got to go to the bathroom. Like, I
They should
wonder
have
if
a
they
behind the scenes. Yeah.
like. I mean, I just also my thing with drink champs. I was like, what is y'all recording schedule? Like, are y'all? We got an episode today, got an episode tomorrow, and Wednesday. Like, are y'all able to recover, or are these every week? Like, I'd be like, yeah, Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever they. What is AA? Is it Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yeah, you right.
I don't know. I feel like Anonymous sounds wrong because isn't Anonymous like I don't want you to know who I am, so I'm going to therapy
Anonymous
and
is
telling y'all all.
when they go to those meetings, they they make this they make this promise that whatever is said here stays here.
Oh, that's
Alcoholic.
why they call it. Oh, okay. I was like,
Not to say that I'm a alcoholic, but from what I said, from what I've
what
seen,
I've heard.
yeah, and what I've heard, it sounds like I'm very
But if you are having troubles with substances,
right. Wait, we should have a little space bar with all the information.
it's like those dudes be talking fast on the commercials. Like, if you have a problem with gambling, please contact
Right.
1-800-gambling.com. Gambling is not for kids. After
That's
they're
why I put
telling
it in
you to get
post.
your
I'll
parlay
put it
in.
in post. Yeah. Gambling is wrong if you're not. Right.
it's like you're telling me it's wrong as you're just like you can win $2,500 with a $10 parlay. It's like, which one is it?
I never understood like the all of the rules of parlay and under,
I
over,
don't
and all
get
the
it
other
either.
stuff. I will say I'm in a state where gambling is running rampant because I could
Oh
tell
yeah.
it is because of the commercials that I see. Literally every 5 seconds, I'm seeing Jamie Foxx, Kevin
Yep.
Garnett, and a slew of other commercials with Vanessa Hudgens talking about
Yeah, even she doing
whatever.
it.
I'm like, all right, guys, what are we doing here?
I was like, so
What's
you
going
want
on?
us all to be out here gambling? Like, it's crazy. I don't know it either. I don't get the plus minus. I was like,
Yeah,
I gotta do math just to bet. I don't want to do it. Like, I
it's
had trouble
yeah,
when you was putting letters in the math. I was like, this is not for
yeah,
me. And it's
yeah,
just like, how come I can't just be like, you know what? I hate the Cowboys. I want to bet on the Lions to win. It's like, no, the over under. I was like, I just want to bet on my team.
right.
What is
I
all
quit.
this
I
scientific
quit.
stuff?
I quit. If I'm that eager to be like, you know what? Fuck the Cowboys. Let me go on here and bet on them. And then you go on this damn app and they like, hey, how you doing? What's the over under on this? Do you want to go negative 25 points? If he wins this, do you want to pick a quarterback you think will be in? Will he go out? I'm like, at this point, the Cowboys ain't that bad. I
You know what's
hate this app.
crazy about that as well? And nobody knows. If you ask someone who
Yeah.
gambles, they can't really give you
No.
the answers. It's like, what the fuck? So do y'all even know? It makes me wonder, like the number runners back in the day with the old school bookies. Did they even know how many people did they cheat? Because they was over. I don't know. We owe you a little bit. Like, I just don't get it. And have you
Yeah.
seen a nigga who has lost all of his shit? Like, if you ever gone to Vegas and if you've seen the people who be hanging out after they have lost everything, it is a sad, sad sight. And you be like, damn. I seen last time I was in Vegas, it was a guy's trip. Homie was like, I lost it all. I lost it. He was literally not going into his hotel room. I was like, well, it ain't gonna change in the hallway. So you might as well go into the room and get yourself a good night's sleep. But it's crazy. And now we're out
Yeah.
here just like $10 parlays. It's people losing it
Oh
all.
God. You know now these apps, all of these apps, you see people with Acorns and Robinhood talking about stocks. This is the exact same thing, but with sports. I'm like, I don't know nothing for nothing. Just tell
I
me
really
what
don't.
I follow what they suggest. We suggest you. Thank you. I will do it.
Literally, it's like, what do y'all want me to do? Boom, bets in. That's what it
Right.
is.
That is it. Are you interested? Yes. Give me your
What? Yep.
suggestion.
Quick
Come
pick.
on.
It's like,
Thanks. That's how you supposed to. That's how everything should be. It should just be quick picks. That's
quick
it.
picks. That's how I played a lotto. Like, you got numbers, quick pick, my guy. Just let me get up out of here. With
We spend
Boogie.
too much time. Go ahead.
We
I'm
really
sorry,
do. No, you all good. How you doing, Boogie? What's been going
man.
on with you?
Man. Thank you for asking. I'm doing good. I was telling you before we started recording. I've been looking for a standing desk. Yes, I'm going to be one of those girlies that's
Clutch.
joining the standing desk crew. I already got me. I don't know if I told you this, but I've already purchased my walking pad, which is pretty much a
Oh,
mini
snaps.
treadmill. I have a yeah. I spent a little money, did my little
You about
research
that
because
life for real.
I'm not an impulsive shopper. But I've been seeing it around. I've been like, yeah, I do want to get 10,000 steps in every day. I
You
do. You're
about
right.
that life for real. Like,
So
you really
yeah,
about that life.
I invested a little penny. I got my walking pad. I
Have you
can't
used it
walk it
yet?
under my desk. Oh yeah. I use it
I was
all
gonna
the
ask you
time.
that question.
Yeah. I can't use it. I'll put it
Type
like
and walk.
behind my desk. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
put it behind my desk, or it's in my living room right now. Like when I'm done, when I want to watch TV and be lazy, I'll just get on my walking pad and just watch a episode, 30 minutes, real quick, get about 2,000 steps in. But yeah, I've been researching for a standing desk, and boy, oh boy,
Woo.
these
Little
joints
costly.
are. Now, look, I will say this: there are inexpensive ones, and they are inexpensive on purpose. Because my God,
Literally.
they are giving you two sticks and a particle board.
I was looking at some of them desks and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, you can't be
Yeah,
serious when it comes to a desk.
Yesterday's
yeah,
price is not today's price.
That's what it is when it comes to those desks. It's like, why are you charging so much? Like, how much for just a desk that don't raise? I'll stand up. I don't need the desk that raises when it costs that much. You know, it's funny though when you were saying like you can't fit it under there, because I just pictured you, typing on your computer and walking, or those people
While
who
I'm
are
sitting.
no, while you're standing.
Oh,
Like because you have
okay.
the standing. So you just like,
Yeah.
let me just walk.
Yeah.
But then it's the people that irritate me, the ones who be trying to run and type. Because I used to work in an office where they had it, and I was like, I'm not coordinated enough to run and be like
No.
backspace and try not to trip. It's always just like
That's not me at all. I do it at
I
a
just
moderate,
picture you up there like
moderate
we up
pace.
here.
No,
we working out and getting work done.
No, I will say this. Like, I remember when I first got it, and my boyfriend was like, "Man, I want to try it," and I'm like, "Well, nigga, let me turn it off first." As soon as I turned on, he trying to increase it. I was like, "Whoa. This is
Read
not
the instructions."
right." I'm like, "Whoa, this is not what you about to. You're not about to break my shit, okay?"
Oh, you were one of those people too?
He's just like, "Oh, now you want to take care of some shit, huh? Now you want to pay attention."
Yeah, because I bought this.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it. I put this with my own money.
Always different when it's your own. When it's your own money, it is always a different thing. You take care of it a little bit more. It's like, you know what? I can mess this up, but you can't.
Nope. Right. Exactly. But that's what
Are
I'm
you
doing
gonna
right now.
be? Are you gonna be the influencer that's posting aesthetically pleasing posts of you walking and working at the same time?
Not
You
at
gonna be
all.
that
And I
person?
can't. Not at all. I can't stand. I understand people want to make things look good and on camera in front of the public. But if you guys follow me on my talks, you gonna see me look just like this. I don't know what more you want me to say. I
Real life
know.
over here, baby.
Right. So here's the thing. There's moments when my boyfriend be like, when I do self tapes or I'm on camera recording or whatnot, he's like, "No makeup. You just go walk in like that. You okay with other
You
people?
sure? You trying to get
sure?
this job, right?
Come on now. Not everything has to be all the way snazzy and done up. This is who I am 75 to 85% of the time.
I mean, with us black folks, we always, it's like, here's the line, and then we're gonna cross that line at least 2-3 times. That's
Absolutely.
us.
Absolutely.
It's like when you dressed up, it's like, where you going? It's like, nowhere. I'm just, I'm
Right.
just dressed up today.
Facts.
How it
That's
always
just
is.
how I feel. But that's how I'm doing right now. How you feeling though?
Man, I feel good. I feel really good. What's been going on? I started watching House of Dragons.
What?
Not House of the Dragons. We black over here, so it's House of Dragons. It was cool. I'm on episode 2. Because
Okay.
I hadn't watched Game of Thrones in forever, so I kind of forgot how graphic
Yeah.
it was. I'm like 15 minutes, not even 15 minutes in, probably 10 minutes in, homie gets his dick chopped off, and I was like, okay,
Spoiler
they
alert.
didn't just want to. I mean, it's Game of Thrones. They already got 5 episodes out, so if you're not caught up now, it's just whatever.
Too bad for you.
But I forgot how graphic it was, and I was like, oh, they wasn't just like, we're gonna fuck you up a little bit. We're gonna fuck you up for everything. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. So I've been catching up on that, and I'm like, I'm loving it. It's cool. I'm also glad that people aren't dropping spoilers like they were during the regular Game of Thrones. I'm like, it must be too much stuff on TV. Because you remember when Game of Thrones was out, it was like people spoiling. We was fighting because it was like, how dare you tell? So I've been doing that. It's all cool. And ain't really a lot else going on. I'm trying to think what else is going on. I have something to say, but it's like when it's there, you forget it. It's like, what did I want to say? I don't remember. But It is what it is. I do have a gear to grind. My gears have been grind. I think we should start doing this. Before we really get into it, we should be like, what has grinded your gear,
Oh,
this week?
okay.
And Boogie, I know I'm just randomly threw this at you because we didn't talk about this before
Not at all.
uh the meeting at all of this. But what's been grinding my gears this week is these goddamn butterboards that are popping up all over
Oh my God.
Instagram and TikTok. It is just like, are we this bored? What is going on?
What exactly is because I've seen it and then scrolled up so fast because I knew it wasn't for me. I knew
It's not
that
for
it
me
wasn't
either.
for me.
It's like we're taking butter out of its cartons and
Okay.
spreading it all over charcuterie boards and then putting, cookies and all types of things around it and just dipping shit in butter. And it's
That's it.
community butter. It is community butter. I've seen people like putting salt and pepper and spicing it up, and I'm like, why are we doing this? I don't want community butter. I seen Ben and Jerry's did one yesterday where they took ice cream out the cart and then just spread it on the board and put cookies and brownies. You could
Oh
just dip it
God.
all in. I was like, why do I have to do that? Why can't I just eat my ice cream, my cookies, and my toppings in the bowl? Why do we have to? So
Oh
it's
God.
kind of grinded my gears. You got a gear grinder this week, Boogie?
Uh, I mean, I feel like I'm always everything. Everything always bothers me to a certain extent. Um,
I hate it
there,
all.
no, there is a certain thing I will say. Like, if you're not well, never mind, because I feel like people don't record and listen to themselves. Because we do this podcast, I do all of the editing, and then I pay attention to certain words that I might say over and over again. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's irritating. I don't want to hear that. And then right,
Ums.
yeah, and then I start to pay attention to other people while they're conversing with me, and then I realize people start to say literally a lot
Yep. Like,
or like a lot, and then and I hate being that person because guess what, I don't know everything. I am not perfect. I'm a very imperfect person, but that I
what's your
find myself.
gauge? Is it like 5 literallys? What's the literally or like gauge for you where you tune out? How many likes for literallys is it?
Well, if it's in the same sentence, if you double down and
You
it's in
double
the
dipped.
same sentence, I can't I can't listen anymore. If you're because
Literally
I
like
was
wah wah wah.
yes, I just yeah, that's been bothering me this week. Seriously,
you
literally.
know, it's like shut up. I don't know. I'm gonna do better. Low vibrational. That one's been killing me this week too. I was like,
Oh
if I
my
hear that
god,
word
I
one
don't
more
even want
goddamn
to talk.
time,
Yo, low vibrational in that whole conversation. I didn't even want to bring it up
oh my
because it
god,
doesn't deserve a topic. This is an honorable
you're
mention
right.
for sure.
We're
This is
not. You know
definitely an
what?
honorable mention.
It's the last time we are mentioning that. But you know what, Boogie? It's time to talk about some
Woo.
good stuff that is going on. Boogie, it's
Yes,
time
sir.
to tip the hat.
I'm tipping my hat.
Who you tipping to this week?
Oh, I'm tipping my hat to the glorious chocolate Ghanaian. Is that how you say it? I always feel like I say Ghana, the people from Ghana. Ghana,
Guyanese, Guyanian. I think you said it right.
Ghanaian.
I think that's right.
Correct me, my Ghana lovely people. Michaela Cole. She is a British Ghanaian woman, best known for chewing gum. If you don't
Yes.
recall, she is a writer. She's soon will be seen in the newest Black Panther, but she is gracing the pages of Vogue. She has the cover and just looking glorious. I love the fact that if you read, she has this little clip on Vogue, and it's in the article as well. They asked her prior to the shoot, "Hey, where do you want to shoot this?" And she would just, shoot for the stars. And she was like, I want to shoot it in Ghana. They're like, sure, let's do it.
Africa, nigga.
Let's go. So yeah, tip my hat off to her. Beautiful pictures.
Amazing
Talented
photo.
woman. Yes, killing it in the game. But yeah, that's who I'm tipping my hat off.
Tip to her.
Who do you have for your tipping, sir?
I am tipping to LaRussell. Man, when I tell you, I love this brother's music, what he is doing. It is something totally different for just music in general and just being a creative itself. He's made over 60K in revenue, selling over 2,500 albums before it was released. Was crazy. He did something different where he was letting the fans pay what they wanted, pay $1, pay $5, pay 100, whatever you wanted. You got the album, and he was also giving the fans royalties from the album, which is something that is very unheard of. No one
What?
ever gives royalties and things to the people. He's trying to do things. I think his company's called Good Company, and he's trying to do things differently where it's giving other people equity. He's also about doing it yourself, independent artist, not signing to a label. He puts on concerts at his crib. Mom, dad lived there. Those concerts in his backyard. Sometimes,
Very
like
smart.
same thing with the album. Pay what you want to come to the concert. Some of them you have to pay more, but these shows are packed out. They are packed out. And his new album drop. I hate when life's going great. Dope ass project. So check out LaRussell, and I feel like more creatives should be like LaRussell. So check that brother out.
Never heard of him. Definitely gonna check him out. That's what we had to do when a lot of people didn't want to give us opportunities, a lot of no's around. You had to make it yourself. I remember doing comedy shows in people apartments,
Hell yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
they made
Those are
it
actually some
and they
fun
pushed it
shows
out.
though.
Man, those are like the best
Those are
shows.
some of the best shows. If you got a chance to go to an attic show, apartment rooms, those were fun. Like,
Man,
but definitely check
so
out
yeah,
a song called Baggage Claim. I listen to it
hey,
on a regular because it just gets me inspired. So if you catch him on Instagram, he's putting out a lot of dope content. So definitely check out LaRussell. Tip my hat to him and to Michaela Cole as well.
for
So
sure.
I'm tipping my hat.
Boogie, let's get to this ad and we'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They'll give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right, time for news you can or can't use. Topic number 1 is a new survey that shows that Americans would rather shave their heads or spend a night in jail than to try to contact customer service for any type of help. It's a new survey going out that says 22% of Americans, let's see here, they polled over 2,000 Americans, from the one poll. It looks like they said 30% of these folks showed they would rather do their taxes. 28% said they'd rather go to the dentist. 25% would rather go to the DMV. 24% would rather shave their heads, and 22% would rather be in jail. So there you have the numbers. People just don't like calling into customer service. So Boogie, are there? What would you rather do than to call customer service?
I would rather walk in to the store in person. That's what I would rather do. I don't have a problem calling customer service. You know what I'm saying? The issue is a lot of people don't know how to speak to customer service reps in general.
Oh,
In general,
right.
there's definitely been moments when I'm sitting next to someone that's calling customer service, customer support, support, and I'm just like, well, you already starting off at wrong anyway, because whoever's going to come on to speak with you, they gotta
Gotta
they
feel that
gotta listen to
energy.
this, feel that low vibrational energy.
The low vibrational ass calling up here, giving these customer service workers a hard time. What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
even when, but I'm of the ilk. You have to kill somebody with kindness. So even if your customer service rep, the support agent, has if you detect a twinge of attitude, guess you don't. The smart thing, like the worst thing you do, is to combat an attitude with a
Yeah.
bigger attitude. No, because how does that make sense whatsoever? Can somebody please clue me
You're
in?
absolutely
Stop
correct.
that.
It's just like I see your attitude. I'm gonna raise you with more attitude. It's like
I'm gonna double down with more attitude.
we just
What?
about to have a beef. No,
No.
you're absolutely correct. I mean, it's like fighting fire with fire. This is weird that when you say it's because Americans we are so impatient, and this poll
Absolutely.
just kind of speaks to it as
Yep.
to how entitled that we really are. Um,
Agreed.
I don't have hair, so I can't choose the option of pulling it out.
No,
So
you have hair. You grow some hair, but you choose not to show it to the public because we don't want to see that or make fun.
I mean, this is true. This is true. You're. Thank you for keeping me honest and holding me accountable. There is hair that is there, like you said. It's just, yeah. I go from being Nate
Embarrassing.
to Earl. I go from being a podcaster to a mechanic. So it's just kind of like you need to
Real quick.
do that. You need to shave. I think if I had to choose though, I'd rather watch paint dry, than to call in customer service. And this is from a person who has been on both sides, customer,
Okay.
and I have worked in call centers. So
Okay.
I get it. I get it a whole lot. But you know what? Because when I saw this on Baller, I posed the question. I was like, now ask the customer service workers what they would do to not talk to the customers. And it was some people
Mm,
that was like, oh shit, this is the one. This is it. And I
yep.
say that because like what you were saying, when it's like representative, you don't realize how you're sounding when you are talking
Yep.
to the customer service rep, especially because you are angry with whatever your situation is. But it's like when you're coming in hot and hostile to a bunch of call center workers who already don't give a damn about your issue, it's just like it's like, oh, you want to yell at me? I'm gonna type even slower. You want to yell at me? I have sent
I'm
people to
gonna
the
talk
Spanish
even
line.
slower. Oh
I have transferred
no.
people to the Spanish line because you were yelling. I've done some petty things to people in customer service. I had to do was like, thank God you're American. You speak American.
Oh,
And I've been
oh
like, oops,
God.
transferred you to the Spanish line. And I've done that to people. I was like, oh, you racist? I'm gonna make sure your day is really fucked up. Spanish line.
Oh God.
So it's
The
like,
power, the power that both of both ends feel. That's what I feel like. You guys feel like everybody has the power and they feel like they can just do whatever they want.
well, I mean, you calling the company. So it's like you realize we know where your address is. We could turn your phone on. We could do all types of stuff to you if we really wanted to.
And
And
you
I'm
can
not going
get
to talk
fired
about.
for that.
No, I don't have it. You know how many things? You know how many things goes on in the call center? There's like you got to do like 25 things before you get fired. You can do like a lot of bad things to customers and not get fired. That's all I'm
But
saying.
eventually, right, but eventually.
Because it's you know what it is I don't feel like there's you get the type of customer service that you give out. I feel like that. You get the
Absolutely.
energy that you give out. There's no such the customer is always right is stupid to me because they're not all that. We know that they're
Agree.
not. So we need to stop
Agree.
saying that, and it's like if you get bad customer service, it's because you dealt out that bad. No, 90% of us, although we don't like you when you call in, we don't care about your issues. We're not just sitting over here like, how can I fuck this person's day up? We're not
Right.
like that. But then when it's just like you coming down bashing us or just being real hostile, it's like, you know what? I could have gave you this credit, but I'm not. And yes, I will send you to my supervisor who's not going to give it to you too. Just be nicer. Everybody should be nicer. Like no one knows how to
That's
talk
it.
to each other anymore. Like
In general,
we
that's what it comes
don't know how
down
to
to.
talk to each other anymore. And it's just like, you know what? And I proposed this when I was working in a call center. And of course, this didn't get ran up the flagpole because they're always like, if you've got ideas of ways we can change stuff to make the
Oh
company
God.
better, escalate it up. So I was like, you know what? For an hour a day, it should be like, hey, you are now entering in the war zone. For this next hour, anything that you say can or will be used against you. The representatives for this next hour are going to be on 10. So if you don't want reps talking to you like Gordon Ramsay, don't call in. I'm like, we should just give it back to them. It's like, when people's like, can you take this late fee off my bill? Be like, no, when your bill is due. Why are we taking off late fees? That's how I should
So
talk to these people reckless for
okay.
an hour.
So you're talking about let's have the Ed DeBevins of call center. If
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this restaurant, this is a known restaurant in Chicago. I think
I know
it's
what you're
in
talking about.
Illinois. It's in Illinois as well. There's some other restaurants too that have different names, but this one in particular, where they purposely give you bad customer service. And this is a restaurant. They walk in,
Yep.
you walk in like, what do you want? Why are you looking at me? Why are you staring at me? Can I help you with something? Do you have your order already? All right, well, I'm coming back. They will deliberately try to fuck up your day.
I feel like that's what we need. We need that for an hour. The mayhem hour. Call it the mayhem hour. This is what it is. It's like, thank you for calling AT&T. You are now entering the mayhem hour. Reps are going to talk to you a little reckless. So if you're not interested in being called a punk ass bitch for not paying your bill on time, please hang up and call back after this hour is up. That's what it should be. That's what it should be.
But why? Why are we? I think.
You know why, Boogie? Oh, go ahead. I finish. I'm gonna tell you why. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like in general, because I feel like everyone is heightened with wanting to argue, wanting to be bothered. Like this is the times where everybody want to fuck around and find out. If you fuck around, you're gonna find out.
I think because with the customer service rep, people don't know how they call in here. If they just played like a montage of how people sounded, it would change. It is like abuse. It is like, and it's 90% of the time it's stuff that the customer has did. It's like, bro, we want to give you a payment arrangement, but we can't. You ain't paid your bill in like 3 months. Like there's no system that we can flip a switch on. This is you, my guy. And they take it out on you. It's like, what you want us to do? And the stupidity though. Some people would it would be some shit. I was troubleshooting with people, and it's just like, my phone won't turn on. I was like, okay, did you charge it? I didn't know I had to. I was like, my man, this is like a car. You got to put gas in it for it to continue to go. You got to charge it. It's shit like that you got to deal with in customer service. So it's like, you know what? Mayhem hour. Let's make it happen.
When they say this call may be monitored for customer, assurance.
They're not. I just want to let everybody know them calls are not recorded. Maybe like 5 of those are recorded.
Okay, but for the ones that are recorded, when I'm on the phone, if I'm a customer rep and the customer that's calling in saying, I ain't say that, I ain't do this. Hold on, ma'am. Rewind and play exactly what this hoe just said.
You're gonna be like the challenge
Yeah.
refs in the NFL. Like, let's go. We see the challenge on the play here, and you did make that. That's gonna be you. We see here, Miss Johnson. You called here on the 25th, and you said, "Fuck y'all, punk ass bitches. Y'all ain't getting shit. Come take this phone." It's like,
I beg your pardon. I do not recall saying any of that.
you punk ass bitches to come get this phone. You know what? That should be implemented. You know what though? I feel like Mayhem
But it's
Hour
expensive.
it is, that is. I feel like it's crazy because if we do this for customer service, like over the phone, we got to implement this in like fast food restaurants. Like the
Everywhere.
fuck around and find out the Mayhem Hour, it really needs
Yeah.
to happen in fast food restaurants because the way they talk to people in these drive-throughs, come on in, my guy. Just take this ass whooping. Just come on in.
But I also have to remind people, I'm like, you guys are driving in to these shitty ass places. Like, so yes, you're talking about me, but you're eating this food. So we're both here. We're both here. So what
Exactly. Their insults be like the most. It's like, yo, punk ass, you ain't got no real ass job. I was like, but I have a job. It's like they be trying to.
You don't have a real ass job because you're here ordering this food.
Or you know what it was when I worked what I liked in the call center. It was like, you probably only make $15 an hour. You can't pay all your bills. And I'm like, yeah, here you are getting a payment arrangement, sir. Here you are getting a payment arrangement. So who really needs the help here? It's like, this ain't an insult, my guy. This ain't an insult. Yeah. Just do better, people, all around. Customer service reps, do better. Regular people, just do better. And you know what else, though, will help people not want to be so irritated? I'll give them this much. Change them lines. Change those automated systems because they do be sending people through a loop. Change those. Make it easier for people to get in contact with you, and they won't want to go off. But also also regular people, when you're calling into those reps, have your ID ready. Have your number ready. Have your account number ready. Like, don't make people
be prepared.
Be like, oh, it's in the car. I got to go down to the
garage. Why are you calling? Why are you calling if you don't have any of this information prepared?
You sat for 15 minutes waiting. You could have went and got your shit, and we would have been prepared during this whole time.
Sometimes the automated systems, they will tell you, while you're waiting, please have your number and blah 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 available, and people will still be like, oh shit, my bad, hold on, dog.
Do better, folks. Do better. Yo, Boogie, let's get to this ad and we'll be right back.
Let's. Hey y'all, we're gonna take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code LATE NIGHT, okay? LATENITE. Going over to their IG, it's Rose Vogue Styling, at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy, everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event, or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code LATE NIGHT, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Ding, ding, ding. I don't really have a boxing bell sound, but that's what that was.
I was like,
internet is going crazy after a little bit of a brouhaha. The Warriors practice. Draymond Green and Jordan Poole got into a little bit of a little fight. Boogie, you got the video?
I got the tape. Roll the clip.
That beautiful beam footage. All right, let's see if we can. Okay, there's Draymond at the top. Okay. about to set up the play. You see Steph and all them. They just like, okay, what's going on? See the little chatter, Pooey over here, kind of popping off.
Chit chatting.
See,
Yeah, they
you
talking.
know,
They talking. Something
you
happened.
know,
Nobody paying attention.
might get a little spicy. Okay.
Yeah.
Draymond walking up
But
is where you should have kind of been like, okay,
bow.
boom.
Notice how the players, they're going to play it again. They're a little close up. And it's grainy and everything. But notice how some of the players that stood there was like, is this real? Did this really just happen? Jordan Poole was also like, hey, my man, get away from me, yo. He did a little shove. But Draymond was like, not on my watch.
He was like, you know how long my reach is? Boom. He reached around another dude and still connected.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack from that. It's a lot to unpack from that. Because first of all, the footage, the quality of the footage tells me that somebody is recording this and they shouldn't be.
Yep.
And they sold this to TMZ, and now somebody's job is in jeopardy because they wanted a little dollar, a little coinage.
Hope it was worth it. Rent. It's the 8th. So rent was due. It was I needed a little re-up. It's a little expensive out there to live in Cali. So he was like, you know what, TMZ, how much can I get for this videotape? Homie's definitely losing his job. Whoever released this video, because this is a closed practice. That's my overall issue with this. This is a closed practice.
Yes.
This should not have gotten out. This is nothing new. I know people are blowing this up, but I was like, come on, y'all. Michael Jordan socked out Steve Kerr. Come on. There's been a lot of players in different sports who have fought in the locker room. This happens. These are your brothers or your sisters you go out there and you compete with. It happens. Energies, you be charged up out here. So it is what it is. I want to know what was said because we don't know. So that's what I want to know, because normally, you don't usually see someone punching someone unless some foul shit was said.
But it's Jordan Poole. But it's Jordan Poole. I want to step in and from the looks of things, from what everybody said, Steve Kerr was like, Jordan Poole is not that type of guy. He's not a Pat Bev, if you will, that will get under your skin. He's not a Richard Jefferson. Remember when Richard Jefferson used to get under people's skin? The king of annoyingness. Players of a player. Yes, he also used to do that as well. If anything, Draymond Green is a gritty dude that gets under people's skin, and for some reason, this really tipped him off. I heard that Jordan Poole and Draymond Green has always been going back and forth. They've always had a contentious relationship, which that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's a competitive sport. You want to be better. You want to push your teammate to get better. But Draymond punching your teammate, come on, man. Shannon Sharp was like, "Well, I'm gonna whip his ass every day."
I love when Shannon be going on. You got to see me. You got to whoop me.
Right? Who me? Who? Oh, I'm fighting him every day.
That's bull jive. Bull jive. Skip.
This is bull jive. No, he said bullshit. He said bull. He's like, excuse me. This is a bull jive.
I mean, the only thing I didn't like about what Shannon said was like he sucker punched, but I was like, he clearly didn't sucker punch him. He saw that coming. Like that wasn't a sucker punch. Like
he was walking his way. He's like, you better get out the fucking way. I'm about to punch your ass.
There's a couple things here where it was just like when you saw Draymond walking towards you, I was like, oh man, you like, how tall is Draymond? Like 6'8"? He's taller than Jordan Poole and bigger. He's got at least 30 pounds on Jordan Poole. I'm like, my guy, defensive stance. Like, I'm not saying you got to put the, but come on, bro. We done seen a lot of people get slapped over the year. A lot of people people got in their space. Like, come on, bro. And yes, there has been a little back and forth between them. Draymond went to Michigan State. Jordan Poole went to Michigan. they don't like each other. That is
Yeah.
well known. I'm a Michigander. We don't really fuck with them Michigan State people. We respect them, but we don't fuck with them like that. And it's vice versa.
All right.
It is what it is, you know.
Okay.
I really want to know what the chatter was about. I can say this much because I'm from the same city as Draymond Green. The 989 Saginaw, Michigan delegation was charged the fuck up.
Oh
I was
my
like, what is
God.
going on? I done seen you was talking shit. Day he showed you what it was. There were so many jokes. All my homies that went to Michigan State was like, I'm glad Draymond folded up that punk ass Wolverine. People here in Michigan have been going ham about this situation. It has been like, whoo. And if
I'm
you and
glad.
Boogie, you know me, I talk a lot of cash shit. I talk
Yes.
a lot of cash shit. You've seen Draymond. I think it's something about niggas from Saginaw. We're all cut from the same cloth, no matter what your stature is. We just talk cash shit. And Jordan Poole found out. Was it cool? I'm not saying it was right. I'm not condoning violence here. I don't want to be like, yeah, punch that nigga. But something was obviously said to where it led to that. Maybe it was even that punch though. It was like, hey, or that push. You pushed me, so I was like, most people are not gonna let you get away with pushing them. That's not gonna
But
happen.
most people are not gonna let you get away with walking up to their face. So let's clear that up. Draymond,
two wrongs don't make it right.
Yes, two wrongs don't make it right. But Draymond didn't need to walk up and put his hot ass breath in Jordan Poole's face. It was unnecessary that he had to push.
You're right.
Draymond pushed his body up on Jordan. So what's Jordan supposed to do? Just sit there and stand and let that man do his thing? No,
you gotta walk away, bro.
I'm gonna let y'all Michiganders really enjoy this
for
a moment because y'all don't have a lot to really, go off of. Jordan
You
Poole,
gotta walk away.
Jordan Poole
you can't push
knows
him,
what the fuck he's doing. No,
but you can't push him.
Okay.
Come
if
on,
somebody
man.
is walking in your face, walking towards you, and he comes in your face, I'm gonna nudge them the fuck. Hey man,
see a nudge, but that's different though. A nudge and a full on push.
Push him hard. The video.
He didn't.
Video shows,
I'm not disputing that. He didn't push him hard, but you already know a nigga like Draymond. If you do any type of physical contact, you should already know. You should have just known.
Let me just say this. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this.
Look at his track record, Boogie.
Okay. Look at his track record. Yes, but you also have to remember Jordan Poole he's the new guy. He's the new guy on the team. He's been doing everything that they probably told him to do. He's probably getting hazed per usual. He's sitting on the time, about to get on this big bag because he did what he had to do.
Yeah,
and now he's like, all right, we done with this. You're not about to keep stepping over me and thinking that I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm going to touch you.
I see what you did there.
You didn't even let me get to the damn point.
My bad.
All right, well, you done fucked up my little.
My bad. Go. My bad.
No, you already went there. You saw it. You saw it right there. You saw it. So
you dangled it. My bad. My bad.
You saw it. You did it.
I was like, you just slid the Tyronn Lue in here. No, yeah, I get what you're saying. So, because I was gonna ask you that. Do you feel like this is one of those? I'm about to get that bag. I'm feeling myself. I'm talking shit. Because let's be real. Jordan Poole played his ass off. Last year, played his ass off. Before that, like he was what? It was between him and Curry, the top two scorers on the team. Yep. So I mean, I can understand why he would be talking. Well, he feeling a little swaggy. I'm not sitting up here saying he was
talking shit. Jordan Poole looked like the corniest nigga alive. Let's be honest. Okay. Jordan Poole used to play ball with my youngest brother. They were on the same traveling team.
Okay.
It was and my brother is named Jordan too. It was 5 Jordans on the team, and they was running the damn squad.
All the Jordans
was running the damn squad. But there's one thing. They are some nice people, but they fuck around and find out. Fuck
So
around and find out.
Jordan fucked around and found out because I'm waiting to see what the find out is.
Wow. 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 Wow.
I'm just
Wow.
saying, I'm waiting because we saw what happened.
Wow.
I just, you know what though?
He didn't get beat up that
No, he didn't.
y'all need to
He
chill.
didn't.
This was a friendly Draymond. Y'all always have to remember Draymond is also a basketball player.
This
He
is
is
true.
not a gangster.
This is
He's
true.
fighting amongst other basketball players.
But that was a long ass reach. So,
All
man.
right. Okay. I'm
You
gonna let
know,
y'all. Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
know.
Go ahead.
I just, what's funny though? The amount of times I saw folded up though on Twitter, the jokes was you got folded
He did
like a
do
lawn
that.
chair, folded like this. I was like, damn, how many times are y'all gonna use this? I don't know. I do feel bad that the video got out because obviously it
I
wouldn't
agree.
be as big as what it is had
I
that
agree.
video not gotten out. And I do get where people are like, I gotta whoop you every time I see it because that video is there. So I do understand. Who do you
Absolutely.
think's gonna get traded? How you think it's gonna play out? Who's getting
What's
ousted?
gonna happen is a conversation's gonna have to happen between them two, and then Draymond definitely either Draymond and Jordan or Draymond by himself has to come out publicly and just try and explain what happened to, but not too much in details. Like you just got to give them what they want. They gotta, you gotta please the crowd, but not really tell them a lot. And what's gonna happen is eventually Jordan's gonna fucking get the hell out of the team. That's what he's gonna get his bag, and then he's gonna request to be traded because it looks like Draymond's staying on that team
For the foreseeable future. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get
He's
rid of
retiring from that team.
you're not gonna get rid of your heart and soul of the team. He's
No,
that enforcer. You're
not at
not
all.
gonna get rid of him.
Not at all.
I think they're both gonna stay. I think it's just gonna be one of those things where they're gonna be on separate sides of the locker room.
Yeah.
And in like 4 or 5 years after it's all said and done, they're gonna have one of them little, when the team meets up and everything, and everybody's like, oh, do we hate each other? And that's when they're gonna hug it out. It's gonna be like, emotions be running high, and we trying to win championships.
But I did hate you.
Still went to Michigan, punk ass bitch. It's gonna be some shit like that. I don't know, but
I mean, they winning. I'm sorry, but they winning the chip this year. So
yeah, I feel like if they were losing, this would be more to talk about. But it's like y'all winning. This is just what happens when y'all be winning. This is just what it is.
Yeah. So get over it.
It's like y'all will be good. But Boogie niggas has been tripping. We could often say, maybe Draymond was tripping, but it is time for
Y'all niggas tripping.
Y'all niggas tripping. Who you got?
My y'all niggas is tripping is going to the whole entire establishment of Warner Brothers Studios themselves. Yay. I don't appreciate how they can greenlit 1,000 hangovers. They can greenlit 1,000 Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers. They can greenlit 1,000 Hunger Games and all these other. Again, I don't know if they're Lionsgate or Warner Brothers. I'm just throwing out studios. But Ice Cube has presented Warner Brothers with 2, not 1, but 2 scripts. And granted, Friday, you gotta be honest. Was it? I don't know if it was Friday After Next. It wasn't that good when they went to the Burbs. It wasn't that good.
That was next Friday. Was it? Friday?
What?
That was next Friday.
Okay.
Friday.
Okay. Well, let me do next Friday. That script wasn't that? Yeah, sure. Wasn't that good? But the fact that they continued on and did Friday Christmas, Friday After Next or whatever, it wasn't that good. Well, guess
Friday
what?
Christmas.
What? This is the point I'm making. The fact that they got to do another movie after that one terrible script gives me anger and almost like confusion because I'm baffled. He's like, hey, we can continue on with this Friday. I got 2 scripts that you can pick from. And Warner Brothers still say, no, I'm not going to do this. Turn it down. Turned it down. Y'all are tripping right now. Y'all
Warner
are
Brothers is like,
tripping, Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers like, did you read the script of "'Twas the Night Before Friday: A Christmas Story"? Like, so Boogie, I'm not gonna hold you up here, okay? Because look, so personally, Friday Next is okay, not the best of
Yeah.
scripts. The second
Yes.
one, I think the second one, agree with you. The script is not good at all. It
Yep.
is fun. I don't know.
But it's not
I don't know.
supposed to be good.
I struggle between which one is better, the first Friday or the second one, which one I love the most. I feel like I laugh slightly more at the second one, but the first one,
Yes.
hands down, is way better. I think we
Right.
can all agree on
Absolutely.
that one. The first one's
Absolutely.
better.
Absolutely.
I hold the first one as, for me, it is a cult classic because it's one of those you can. There's no slight on ice, but you be like, yeah, you could tell a rapper wrote this. You'd be like, yeah,
Yeah,
you
of
can just
course.
tell. But
Yes.
I think that's the beauty of it though, because I was like, there was a lot of funny shit in that first one. I was like, he did a really good job for this to be his first script. So I'm not knocking that. Where I agree with you
Yes.
at is Meet the Focker. Some of those movies were terrible movies after that third, fourth one. This movie's coming out now that suck. So
Yeah.
why not give him the keys to do what he wants to do? Because if nothing else, you're going to make some money off that. That is the one
Absolutely.
silver lining around. People are going to watch it. So why not
Absolutely.
greenlight it? Why not?
And you know what? Just to piggyback what you said, and I want to make some clarity. Friday is a classic in itself and holds
Yep.
on its own. I think the Fridays that precedes the first one is different because the comedy is different.
Yep.
This was Friday was a very serious with subtle comedy snippets in it, and it had moments of reflection. Whereas when Mike Epps joins, it turns into definitely goofier storyline.
Yeah.
There's a series for sure where we're expecting Ice Cube and Mike Epps to be a little bit more lighter with their comedy versus the other way around, where it was like, oh, these are serious concepts and serious storylines, but we gonna drop in some comedy in between. Versus the other one, the other
I
Fridays
agree.
where it's just goofy, it's lighthearted. Which
Yeah, the third one.
let's keep it going. Let's keep it
Yeah,
going.
yeah, I agree. The drop off of
Yeah,
drama in the first one to the second, yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's just been more just goofy hijinks. Let me ask you this: Do we need Do we need to complete the series at all? Do we need to end the Fridays? Like, do we need that fourth one? Because you see what happened when Coming to
yeah.
America 2 came out. See what happened?
Did we need what is it? Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins, whatever. What's the Ice Cube come?
That was
Whatever.
what you mean. What was it?
It was Ice Cube.
Are we
Yeah,
there
Ice
yet?
Cube.
You talking about? Are we there
Yeah,
yet?
are we there yet? Yeah,
No,
are we
I
there?
got
Did
one.
we need
I
that?
got one that we can swap out for Friday. Janky promoters. Swap janky promoters out. The money that they gave them for
Ooh,
janky promoters, they could have gave them the
ooh.
money for Friday.
I'm just
Swap
saying,
that one.
like, let us have the ability to
Folks
have
up.
bad movies, to fuck up, to make more money. Because it's clear Ice Cube know what the hell he doing. He knows
He does.
how to make a mid ass movie for mid ass prices and
And we're gonna
really
take
just
our mid
soar.
asses to go see it.
For real. That's it. So y'all niggas is tripping out there, Warner Brothers. Let him get that bag and
Come
continuously
on,
keep
man.
hiring folks.
Keep the money going. Keep black people employed out here. Let's do this.
That's it. Who you got for your niggas is tripping?
Man, everyone come to the
Oh
forefront
God.
who thought that Slick
Here we
Rick
go.
wasn't British. I'm confused by this. So I was reading a story Oblivion put out that there are people who are just now finding out that Slick Rick is British. And I'm just like, how did y'all niggas not know this? I was looking at some of the tweets. People were like, I thought he was faking. I thought he was rapping in a British accent, just to play. And I was like, why would anyone do that? Do you know how hard it is to talk in a British accent to keep that going, but to rap in a British accent, why? I don't understand. I'm so confused by this. And I was like, are these young niggas? Because I was like, okay, I get it. If you grew up during the bling bling era, I get it. You may not know who Slick Rick is, but for some of us, we know these people. We have seen them. We've heard them talk. The first rap with a children's story, I was like, oh, he's British. Come on, people. But I will say this much though. I guess this is kind of like when I found out that like Christian Bale was British, or the first time I found out that Idris Elba was British, because I was like, the nigga from The Wire is British. I blew my mind. I did not know. So I guess maybe this is the equivalent of how they feel. But y'all niggas is tripping.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know this nigga was British.
What, you too, Boogie?
Cause I thought he was a motherfucking Humpty Dump. I thought he was doing a Ludacris, where you know how Ludacris be like,
Yeah.
go on with your big ass. You know, playing with his voice. Like, come on, yo. I just thought Slick Rick was just you know, he was just
blimey, mates, rapping through the streets, eating these crumpets, rapping.
But also, I didn't put enough thought into it to even want to know if he spoke regular or, I mean,
without the accent. I get what you mean.
Yeah, without the accent. Without the accent. My bad, y'all.
It's funny, like Black Americans. Oh, we thought you was regular black like us. They're like, yo, you British black. You over the pond black. Oh, I love when we do that too, because our minds just be so. I remember the first time I actually met a black British person. I was like, they got black people over there, and he looked at me like, because you don't know, you don't think of it like that. Like when you're we're that stupid, like Americans, we're like, they ain't got no British people over there. You're just like, wow, they do, bruv, and in it is what y'all be saying. But that was funny because he did go through when they were trying to deport him for a while. That's why I was like, how did y'all not know this? It was like in the, I think it was like 2006 or 7. They were trying to deport him, and you know, like some folks, Jay-Z and a couple other people stepped in to help him. So I was like, yeah, you know,
damn,
you know,
yeah, we tripping out here. Yeah,
him and 21 Savage should make a song together since they're both from England. I would love to hear that. I think that would be great. Like, just have like a montage of British rappers and that we just don't know about. I feel like it's a lot more. Because if it wasn't for the integration shit with 21 Savage, we probably never would have found that out.
Good point.
He was like, this nigga's from England. But you know, do better, y'all. Do better.
We'll do better.
Do better. Let's get to this last ad, Boogie, and we'll be right back.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, you know, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
this one was kind of funny because people online were like, "What the fuck is going on? Is this true?" Bleacher Report put out a story about the Denver Nuggets mascot. Rocky is the highest paid mascot in the NBA with an annual salary of $625,000.
What?
Yeah, Buddy is getting paid to wear that costume, man. Let me run through this list of other high profile mascots here. We got Harry the Hawk from the Atlanta Hawks. He makes 600K. Benny the Bull from your Chicago Bulls makes 400K. I'm actually surprised about that one. We'll talk about that in a second. Go the Gorilla, 200K. You know what? For that, they should do a partnership with Glorilla and Go the Gorilla. Like, I feel like
Ooh.
that would be epic at Phoenix Suns games. And rounding out the most paid mascots, Hugo the Hornet makes 100K for the Charlotte Hornets. Boogie, what is going on? I think I'm going to go to Mascot Community College. I think it's time for me to be a mascot, Boogie. It's time.
I think what it is they probably work a little bit more than what they normally do. Now, 625 is a lot, but cost of living in Denver is probably high. But they probably at every sporting event, all of the parties, all the schools, all they do side hustles too. They gotta show up at radio spots. They gotta do all of this shit on top of
They
it.
doing side hustles.
they gotta flip, learn acrobatics and all these dance choreos to be with the dancers as well. I get it.
Benny the Boom showing up at barbecues on the south side. Like, it's my side gig, y'all. The Bulls is White Sox season right now. He's just
I think they never I'm just saying it looks like they never have a day off to me.
But you're right. I feel like it's a lengthy schedule because there's a lot of home games. It's like what 45 home games or some shit they do. And you're right, schools they be doing anytime a new car dealership opens up,
right?
Benny the Boom, come on down and get 50%. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
And they're athletes. These people they're true because they doing flips. They doing all types.
They
of
flipping
stuff.
they flipping right along with the Jesse White tumblers. Okay, they doing that too.
Oh, man. And it's hot. Have you ever been in a mascot suit?
Nope,
them shits are hot as hell. I had to wear one when I worked at Verizon, and they had me. It was a bear costume because it was downtown Chicago. So for the Bears, of course. And man, 10 minutes, I was pouring down. I was like, never again.
You had to wear a bear costume? They could have just put a bear uniform on you and called it a bear jersey on your ass and called it a day.
No, I had on the bear. No, the bear had on a jersey, but it was just so it was like it was hot as fuck. And they were like, man, don't you want to dance? I'm like, no, it's hot. I don't want to do shit, but stand here. I don't want to shake your hand. That's how hot it is.
I bet you those mascots are thin as hell. After
you gotta be. There's no one over 250 is doing that.
Yeah, no way. Ain't no way. And they have to have a cooling system in there. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, I feel like, well, for those costumes, but the one I had, shit, it was go sit out back, take your hat off. That's what it was. Cooling system. What? I wish. I don't know. I feel like that's still. But the thing about that though, like I'm walking in. You know how like the NBA players walk in, like with they clothes, it's like a fashion show.
Yeah,
I'm walking in just like, who is this? I'm Rocky, motherfucker. I was like, I be doing all them tricks. That would be me. I'm walking in like every game. I'm Rocky with my costume on. Like, oh, here's Rocky. That's how
they don't walk in with their costume. They leave their damn costume at the damn court.
I know, but you just see a random dude like, who is this? He ain't no player. Like, so you got to show the mascot. Just walk. They should show the mascot walking in regular mascot clothes, not like they mascot uniform. Just be like, yeah.
Wait. So they got a mascot on. They have the mascot on, and the mascot is wearing regular clothes.
Yes, you should show the mascot coming into the arena like the players. That's what they should do. You getting 625K a year. You can jazz us up for my man. You gotta do this for Rocky.
But at that
Rocky
point,
has
tell me what at that price. Tell me what you need me to do. I will do it all. Okay, that's
for
exactly what it is.
625K. I'm at every event. You got a party at
jumping
3?
and dancing.
Man, oh, like how the Black Woodies be doing at the little kids parties, they be turning up the Black
Oh
Sesame
yeah.
Street characters. I would be like, do you think Hugo has, or like any of these mascots, do you think they have like one of these dressing rooms? Like, I'm number one on the call sheet. Everything in my dressing room is phenomenal. Do you think it's like
Yeah,
that with them?
they got a little rider. They got groupies. They got groupie Scots. You know.
Imagine. I imagine. I really wanted that though. Like, if do they really have groupies? That's interesting because it's like, hey girl, I make 625K. You ain't gonna
Doing
never get one of
what?
them balls on the court. Like, I wonder if Rocky really does that. He's like, you know what? You ain't gonna get to meet LaMelo, but you can meet Rocky, and I make 625K. You know, if that's like the pickup line for Rocky, like what is it? And also, if I'm making 625K, how many years you putting in? What's your retirement plan? What is the Rocky retirement plan for Boogie? How many years you got?
You got 2 years for me.
2? That's all you're doing is 2?
Only reason why I'm doing 2 is because I'm gonna take one of my paychecks to invest, and if I can't make anything from there, I like because it has to be miserable. That's why they're
Yeah.
paying them this much because there are no breaks. How are they getting
That's
breaks?
true.
When are they going to the bathroom?
Well, I was at halftime, but no, that's when they on. Halftime is
That's
they
when
show.
that's when they really doing it. So they really
T-shirt
on
gun.
all the time.
This
All
is
the
very
time.
true. Maybe it's like with the NASCAR drivers, they got like bathroom in the suit, so it's just like, yeah, just go and we clean it out after.
That's disgusting.
I'm
But
putting
yeah.
in 6 years, Boogie. 6. I need 6 years
Oh
of
god.
clocking 625K. Set myself up nicely. When I retire, I'm gonna create a little mascot school so we can keep funneling these mascots into the NBA. Like, look, like a partnership. Like, we bringing y'all the top mascots here. We get a little cut, like an agency, like how Rich Paul is. Like LeBron's
Yeah, good
agent.
point.
I'm like the mascot agent. That's what we doing out here. Mascot school. If you want to learn how to make 625K, sign up with us. That's how it would be.
One of them
Rocky
prison
School of
workouts.
Tumbling, or some shit like that. But I will say this much though. I don't think Rocky should be getting paid that much. I
That's a
am not
lot.
a Bulls fan, but I feel like Benny the Bull to me is probably the most recognizable NBA mascot.
Agreed.
And he's the littest. If you've ever been to a Bulls
Oh
game,
yeah.
Benny be doing all types of shit. He need to get paid more. Benny need to renegotiate with Bulls ownership because they are not giving you your just dollars, brother. Not giving it to you.
I agree. Benny, I would expect Benny to be at least number 2. But
Yeah.
the Denver Nuggets, again, I understand cost of living might be different. And it looks like Rocky's suit is a little bit heavier. That head is a little bit thicker. It's a little bit thicker than Benny's. But yes, I do agree with you on that.
I wonder what their workers' comp claims is like. It's like, fuck my neck. Like, I just want to know. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
especially when they be missing something, because sometimes they fall and they bust
Yeah.
their ass. So it's like, just imagine like after the game, you see LeBron soaking in the ice tub, and you see Rocky sitting right beside him,
Right next door.
with his mascot head on, and just like, yeah.
What is with you in thinking that they gonna have the head on?
Because I feel like, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like it's one of those anonymity things where it's like you don't want people to know who you are.
Gotcha.
Like a lot of my homies graduated from Michigan State, and they had certain students that would be like the Spartan mascot. So no one would ever know who homie was. But when they graduate, they let them wear the shoes of the mascot, so everyone's like, "Oh shit, that was you." So it's some shit like that. So I wonder if it's like
lame, but yeah, okay, got you.
Lame ass mascot niggas. It'd be like, oh, I don't know. That was about to be a failed joke, but anyways.
That's okay. I appreciate it.
Boogie, we have come to the end of another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms, people. Shout out as usual to SoundCloud.
Yes.
SoundCloud, y'all really are keeping us afloat.
For sure.
Y'all, I just, if I could, give y'all something, I would, but I can't. So I'm gonna give y'all these applause yet again, so I appreciate y'all for doing y'all's due diligence. Google, Apple, everybody else, be more like the SoundCloud people. Be more like them.
Yeah, step your game up. And maybe we'll come out and have a night with the mascot, and dance.
We got to get one. I don't know what a late night one. It would be like a big ass microphone or something, or like a big ass weed joint, and just be like, "Yeah, this is the late night with Nate."
Nothing cylindrical that would be shaped like a penis. Like, we're not doing that.
No phallic objects on this podcast.
We are not doing phallic objects.
We're a kid-friendly podcast. Last week Google, or YouTube tried to stop us. Want to let y'all know how difficult it is for us to get this podcast up. YouTube was like, hey, parental advisory, because you put the word damn in the title. Y'all know kids be cussing? Cut it out, YouTube.
No, this is not a show for kids. Kids, if you're listening right now, tell your mama, why you got me listening to this shit?
Mama, you're doing a great job. Boogie, what you got for the listeners?
This is what I got. I need y'all to remember to smash that damn bell to get all of our notifications so you can get all of this new content when it drops. As soon as it drops. You hear me? Okay?
As soon as it drops. I ain't got nothing else for the people. I ain't got nothing else for the folks. I'm Nate Galloway.